Hello, everybody. It's Melissa, and I am here today to talk to you about color. And I think I'm going to talk to you about how I use a limited color palette to, well, for everything, for everything. But today we're going to do a master redraw of a Helen McNichol painting called The Chintz Sofa. So I've been doing a few master redraws from this book lately, which I got at the Art Gallery of Ontario. There's an exhibition on right now that this book is from. It's a Cassatt and McNichol exhibition. Very fun. I've been twice already, and probably again. So here is a redraw. So this is me kind of illustrating the paintings in a more illustrative style. Again, same thing here. And maybe that might have been the last one. But here are some redraws. This is from the Scribble Brigade that Sophie McPike does on her Patreon and YouTube. And it was a master study session, 2 master studies sessions. Actually, it's hard to say. But this is me just using a limited color palette of colored pencils, I think. I don't think I used any Neocolor 2s here. I think it was just color pencil. So I'm going to try to talk about how here's one more. I did this one on my last video, so I'll pop that up there. And what did I talk about in that one? How I draw people. That's what it was. So I kind of sped through this one, but then one of the comments on that was if I could talk about how I use color. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Kind of the same thing with these landscapes. So using just my really, my small set of watercolors. And really I'm only using a very, very few number of colors here, but finding the most similar color and I guess tone or value to represent what is in the photo. Yeah, but for the longest time, I've just been using basically the same limited color palette. So let's get that cough out of the way. Let's see if I can talk us through how I recreate this using, I guess I have more, I definitely have more Neocolor 2s than what I started, but I'm going to use this collection of Neocolor 2s to recreate this. And I feel like I have the majority of the colors that I need, but I definitely don't have everything. Like her hair is technically brown. I don't have brown. I mean, I have this ochre, but that's not nearly dark enough to represent that. So then in that case, I would use the darkest color that I have, which is indigo blue. So just making decisions like that, right? And I maybe have these pinks, but anyway, I'll try to talk through as I go why I'm selecting the colors that I'm selecting when I'm looking at the reference photo. And I did debate whether this was the right reference photo, but there's just so many to choose from. At some point, I have to make a decision. This was another option here. But then I feel like this is pretty limited in colors as it is. So I was like, well, that's not going to work. And then this one I've been wanting to paint for a long time. And maybe I should do this one, but I've marked my paint out for a more landscapey one. So I could take the tape off. I could take the tape off. What do you think? The Chintz Sofa, they're both Helen McNichol, or the Gleaner. I love the light on this one. You know what? Do we do it? Do we just change the way our tape is? Okay. Thank you for helping me make that decision. All right, go with your gut. That's all right. I think we made the right decision here. Okay. So I don't think I can show you this painting at the same time because my microphone is right here. And yeah, but I will try to keep these here. So I'm just going to use my Neocolor 2s. That's it. What you see here is what I'm going to use. And maybe I will pop the picture, kind of overlay the picture, the painting, original painting up there. And then see how we go. So I'm just going to quickly, I don't know why I picked this one up, Sahara Yellow. I'm going to quickly use this Sahara Yellow and kind of sketch out a little bit, just like rough guides. It's a big ear. I don't know how much you'll see that, but yeah. I'm just going to do a quick sketch of the painting here, just as a guide for myself. And actually, this is a good color for her shirt. And I get hay coming down her. Give her a nice rectangle hand. That's always a good way to start a hand, is a rectangle. And actually, I know that that's going to be that color in the end, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And her. Okay, so this is a little bit short for the drawing, but it's fine. We'll accept that. Okay. I don't know how much of this you can see, so there may be some speeding up of this, but I know the comment was that I should talk through my decisions, what I'm doing, but particularly about color, but I know I like watching longer videos, so maybe you're just gonna listen to me ramble this whole time. Okay, we have hay coming down like that, and there is gonna be a bunch of light hay, which is the same color as her hair, so I'm just gonna keep using this for a sec. Not too much. Not too much. Okay. Where else? There's a highlight on her face. It's also the same color, and her neck, so I'm just gonna darken those lines. Just got some hair poking out there. Eek. All right. The fun thing about Neocolors as well is they're not pointy. Once you use them, I mean, you can sharpen them, but I don't sharpen them. Okay, what color do I want to do next? Let's do her face. So this color is flesh. Should be called like Caucasian flesh, I think. Because everybody has a different skin tone. So I'm just gonna block in. It's like from her below, just below her eyes, up is kind of this color, and maybe a little bit on her neck. Everything else is quite pink. I think this young lady's working pretty hard. So she's got the pink glow of hard work on her face. Put in some of her hand. So right now I'm just going around, so this color, and seeing where else where else it is in the painting. So there's kind of some, I was going to show you here. Maybe I can. Let's pull this back up. So let's get the glare off. So the flesh tone is about the closest thing that I have to her non-pink skin. And then also when I'm looking at this brick here, there's actually a lot of this color in the brick. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of put in some of that. Maybe even these little highlights on the side of the barn here. So that's what I'm going to do. Just like roughly, because I'm going to fill in, oh, I can't even see my sketch there. I don't know. I can't see it. How are you going to see it? Okay, I don't want to do too much around her face, so I think we're going to kind of fill that in with another color just for a little bit more contrast than this will allow. But okay, that looks good to me right there. And then the highlights on the barn. Perfect. All right. And there's no doubt we're going to come back to this color, but for right now, that's like the bulk of it. So next I have two pinks. Maybe we just do this. So when we look at her skin, it's kind of a combination of these two. So I would probably do like down around her chin area and her nose in this, what is this? Salmon color. And then I'll do her cheeks in this pink, literally called pink color. And her fingers are pink, and I'll fill in the rest of her hand that I don't have with the salmon. And then also the brick is a combination of these two colors. And the more that I look at it, the more that I see that there's some light blue, which we'll add in when we get to that color. The barn roof will be pink. And then I'll do a little bit of pink probably around the side of the barn here, but it looks to be mostly purple to me. So, and then there's some in the sky, like back here. I don't know if I'm going to worry about that yet. And then there's some also down on the ground here, which we'll see if I put that in. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. So what did I say? The nose is going to be this color. And then the chin area. Her neck over here is kind of darker, so I might actually come in with this ochre color. Maybe. Oh, I did like the whole hand, that color. Sometimes I like to use the back of the Neo colors, because you kind of get that like delicate line type thing. Maybe I'll do that. And she is showing more arm than what I've allowed her to have here, so I'm just going to extend that out a little bit. Okay. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then get her cheeks. Her mouth. I was almost about to grab the red. Kind of fill it in. I think I need to give her some eyes. It's looking kind of clownish. Okay, yeah. Let me grab my... I'm gonna grab my navy because again, this is the indigo blue. This is the darkest color that I have, so that's what we have to use for dark. And just let me just a little bit of eyes here somehow. That's not right. Let's see. And then eyebrows. Just an impression. And while we're here, I'm going to come and do a little bit of dark under there. Oh, I should give her a pink, some pink ears too. Okay, let me fix this quick. See if I can color over that accidental eye bit that I did. You probably can't see it, but there's a whoopsie line. What did I say? Ears, pink ears. I'll do that, and then pink at the top. Maybe even need to get a little bit of red in that. So this is, what color is this? Scarlet. I'll use the back, just a little touch, just a touch. Same over the side, and then I'm gonna give her, see if I can kind of make it look a little smiley. There, just a little smiley. She needs a bit of definition around her nose though, so what do we use for that? Maybe purple? Maybe periwinkle blue. Does that look blue? Periwinkle blue. Just the side of her nose. And maybe a little under. Okay, there. Can you see her little face? Okay. We're just impressioning here. That's all we're doing. I'm gonna grab this ochre. Ochre, and just a little bit on her neck there. And then do I see this anywhere else? Maybe like a little bit on her forehead. Under her hair. That's too much. Too much. All right, let's go back over with this one, with the flesh. Okay, let's leave that. Now, since I'm in the ochre mood, I'm gonna look and see where all I see this, which is actually in a lot of places. So definitely her hair needs some ochre. There's this mouse door down here. Needs a bit of ochre, definitely in the hay. And then I don't know if I'm gonna put that in this side of the door. Let's start with the hair. Okay. And I'm gonna need to use like a dark accenty color, so probably blue of some sort. She's got a little bun on the top of her head, so I want to make it look like a bun. And she's got some wisps coming out here, and then also over here. But I think I'm gonna grab this golden yellow and add a little bit. That's dirty. That's dirty. Alright. Okay. I mean, that highlight is going to come out when I add the blue behind it, so let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. Well, there's also a lot of ochre in her shirt. But we're not going to see this barn door, the little mouse door down here. It's a little too far down on our paper. Okay. Okay. Anybody counting how many times I say okay? I would if it wouldn't take me 1,000 hours to edit this video. There is like a slight definition here, dark on her, on top of her neck. Her blouse neck. I don't know if I want to tackle the hay quite yet, do I? Look at me go. I ask myself a question and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you do. Have to so the hay, I don't have very many yellow colors. Like I would consider these to be my hay colors. So I'm gonna need to do some fussing with it when it comes time. But just, oh yeah, there's also quite a fair number of blue bits in there. Maybe I'll show you that. So like here, right, there's some blue, even like a little bit of darker blue, kind of purpley. So just want to, while it's caught my attention before I forget, kind of mark some of that in. Even like this down here. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Not being at all precise, just trying to look at like the shape of this hay bale or hay armful. It's not quite a bale. Add in a little something up there. Okay, eventually I'm gonna stop. Can't stop. I'm going to stop with this right now because it's looking kind of silly. And let's look at her shirt. There's definitely green. Do some of that. I mean, it's a yellow shirt. It's definitely a yellow shirt. These might. Okay. So looking at her shirt, so here, like under here and kind of some of these stripes, I'm gonna use that green. And then just for fun, this green is called light olive. And then this is called Chinese green. So I'm gonna use some of that for kind of some of the brighter bits. And then these ones here, yeah. I'll figure it out, the combination of these, but I'm going to use the Sahara yellow, the golden yellow, the ochre, the Chinese green, and the light olive for her shirt. And leave some of the paper showing for like the extreme highlight, which maybe I should have done in her hair. Okay, I'm going to use this just to get in the darkest bits to start. Which is a little weird because there's so much hay happening right there too. So, okay, let's do the green. Where did I see the green? That way too high. Way too high. Okay. There might even be some blue happening here. And just for fun, I'm gonna come and use this golden yellow. I say just for fun. Why did I say just for fun? That sounds like something I should explain. Because it's all looking like I'm using all of the same colors so far. So everything is kind of blending together. Even though it kind of is the way of the painting. But this is my version of the painting, so I can do what I want. Create a little like differentiation so it's not just a copy, even though it is just a copy. Okay. some green up in here. Try to do that. Okay. Did I leave a shadow highlight? Yeah. Okay. What's happening there? What did I forget? Okay. Let's do her skirt because that looks fun. So her skirt, we get to play with some darker colors now. Very fun. Let me grab all my blues in green and a green. So definitely my poor little broken ultramarine, which I bought a replacement. I broke it during an art hang party, I think. So I bought a new one, and then I was using my friend's Neocolors yesterday, and I broke hers, so I gave her my unbroken one. So I'm just doomed to break ultramarine. Maybe not use that. Where's my, what is this? Moss green. Okay, yeah. So these are gonna be good for the skirt. Even though I can't see as much as I want to. Okay. That's enough of you. It's like a bit of green kind of hanging out in here. Not too much. Got some dark. All right. By process of elimination, sky blue. Who calls this sky blue? Just gonna fill in the blanks of the skirt for us. That feels good. With a little more ultramarine added in here, just because I like the color. I think this is my favorite color right now. Okay, so we'll come back in and fill in the hay. What do we want to do next? Let's work on the barn. I think I said I was going to do some pinks and stuff, but the barn is like, sorry, light blue, purple. This little one back here I'm talking about. So light blue, kind of that medium blue, a little bit of pink, purple, some of the ochre, and probably like the flesh and the salmon color up here. Just going for it. The nice thing about Neocolors is how you can blend them to like make your own color, which I kind of just did right there. A little bit. And the roof is decidedly pink. No doubt about that one. We've got some barn slots in there. Bring a purple under here. There's a nice shadow happening. We'll add that down there. Even though that's not quite the right color, but we'll fix it. It's okay. This blue. Oh. It's like a thing hanging down there. We'll do that. And then there's a darker bit. I'll add that in here. A little shadow. Edge of this page is really hard to navigate around. All right. Starting to see the highlight in her hair a little bit there. Can I do that? Can I do that? Okay, look at that. And her shirt. I will come back over top of this with that lighter blue, I think. I think it's the back. backside, flat side. All right. It's almost time to buy a new one. I think this is, can't read it. I think it's light cobalt hue, but it's like the best sky color. Sky color. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have left some room for actual lightness. There's a little bit of purple in there too. So I'm just gonna, look at that. Look at her face popping now. She's coming to life. Side of the barn. Every time I say barn, I feel like I sound very like Eastern Canadian, like from PEI. The barn, the side of the barn. I'm not from PEI, but my aunt lived there. So we would visit. Okay. It's very pink. It's more pink than I wanted it to. How do we tone that down? Maybe a little bit of this Sahara yellow over top. Yeah, that looks nice. Just trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out. Okay, let's work a little bit on this brick here. Save some room for that. Oh, right, that's gonna be more yellow. For that light blue up here. And there is actually, maybe we come and do some of this now. That big, beautiful variation of blue door, which is going to be the majority. This color. Not quite a straight line there. I don't know that it should be. Come in and fill in some of these gaps with like the darker blue, some purple, a little yellow, some pink. Probably end up doing some good blending there. This Sahara yellow actually is, I bought it because of doing redraws from this book. It's the newest to my collection, and it comes in very handy for these redraws. It's not the color I wanted to pick up, but I think that might be the right choice. Ooh, I'm gonna use my orange soon. This line down the door, let's do that now. That could use like a pop of orange. Look at, that's nice. I'll also then put some orange in the hay, I think, while we're here. Not a lot, because there's not really a lot, but maybe kind of around close to where she is, so that we can see a bit more difference. And I might come back and make her shirt a little more green toward the end of it, but we'll see when we get there. Do some purple. There's like a hinge there, which I think is the right spot for it. Yeah. Okay. Some of these like wood slats a little bit. This upper barn door is darker, so we'll get some of that in Probably do some purple. Tone it back a little. Just a little. And then some ochre. Do that. Right? Does that feel right? It's like some brighter yellow in here. So I'm just looking in this area. I'm looking at the paper that is still showing through, and then I'm looking at the reference photo and deciding what color to come in to add. There's no right or wrong answer, I don't think. It's more just like what feels right. And not to say that every single bit of the paper needs to be filled in. That's feeling actually pretty good. I might come back and add a little bit to that, but I need to make her kind of pop just a little. I need something back there too. What did I say I was gonna do? Was I gonna do? Can't do yellow. Can't do more orange. Maybe, no, not pink. So my problem now around her neck area there, actually that's pretty light. Maybe I need to add some white or just leave it. I do have a white, but white doesn't. Okay, that's a problem we need to solve. And maybe it's a matter of adding a bit of shadow. Kind of works. Like that. It's feeling pretty okay. I guess she's getting a bit of an outline. Feels right. Feels like it's working, doing something. Kind of matches her skirt a little bit, ties it in just a little bit. Okay, not too much though. Don't go crazy. And her hand here needs something. Perfect. And then you can bring her skirt up to match, to meet at. All right. Cool. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. Now, we still have the hay to worry about and behind, but I think that should stay pretty. There's like a little bit of pink and stuff in here, and then some of that light yellow. But I think we should tackle the tree area back here. So we have purple and that like periwinkle color for the tree trunks, some of the light olive, I think it's called, and then like the variations of blue and a little bit of pink. Yeah. Okay, let's play with that. Start. Oh, that's the chunky. Actually, let's do pink. Purple. Let's do the grass. Just get in the highlights on the grass. I'll probably come in with that darker green color too, over top of some of this color I'm putting in now. And then while I'm here, there's like green up here. I guess maybe that's part of the tree. Feels like the sky, but might be part of the tree. Just little dabs. I'm looking at the light part in the sky. It's looking a little bit pinky too, but I think I'm gonna do it the light blue. Because if I do it pink, it's not gonna show up against the barn roof. Not at all being precise, just kind of throwing it in there. This color, this is, what do we say this was? Yeah, sky blue. Sure. Whatever you say. I'll come back in with some of the indigo, ultramarine. And let's do, while we're here, this like hedgerow or whatever it's called. I'm using the indigo blue for that just because it's kind of dark and this is the darkest color that I have, even though it's way darker than the painting. But we can fix that by adding in, try to fix it, adding a little something on top of it, kind of. That feels good, actually. Okay. I'm just scribbling in with this color here, and then I'll come back in with that, some of the indigo. Fill in some of the blanks. I wish this was not broken. How many indigo blue, ultramarine blues am I gonna have to buy? I don't want to do too much here. Just a little bit more. Should be some green around here. And then I said I was gonna come in here and do a little bit darker in spots, maybe toward the bottom to kind of let the top of this hay shine through. Not too much. Something. All right, that feels good. Feels not great, but good. Some pink there. Okay. And just because I like it so much, pink in grass, I'm gonna add just a little. All right, that looks nice. Oh, that's how they break. Yes, now I have nothing left to do but tackle the hay. What do you think? Wait, okay, let's take a look together. Oh, we have actually a close-up of the hay here. You can kind of see all the colors and textures. Over here, we need to get some red. Just a couple. Not a lot. Just maybe like one there, one down there, one coming that way. Nice big one down there. Good. Let's get some of this yellow in here. I'm gonna fill in randomly. I'm not even looking at the picture right now. I just want to get some of that yellow. This is the golden yellow. Fill in some of these blanks. It's feeling pretty good actually. Bring it up there just a little bit. This might be solving my problem right now. Not that it's a problem, but this might actually be working. A bit more of this light color. And it definitely needs some ochre. Salmon. A little salmon. Like maybe up here, just a touch. I'm gonna bring this green, actually. Try to cut in a little bit up here. Kind of show the grass, like through it a little bit. It's enough to represent what I want to do without ruining it too much. Okay, now I think the last thing is just this area down here is, oh no, that's not the right thing. I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna say the ground is blue. Nobody needs to know. Then I'm just gonna add a few sneaky bits of blue, ultramarine in there. Not sure that was a good idea. And some green, some light olive over that blue because. Yeah? Okay? Yeah? Okay? Let's take a look at the picture. I might be done. There's a little bit of holes in this area back here that I have. I might take another pass at here. Like there's some green there. I don't know that I have any green in the door. It's more purple up there maybe. There's a bit of purple back here. I might add a little touch of purple in there and like two swipes of pink. Let's do that. Don't have this color pink in the hay, so that might actually be nice down there. Kind of smudge it together. What did I say? Green here. Channeling my Sandy Hester here with the smudging. That's cool. All right, that's nice. What am I gonna use up here to fill in the blanks? Let's use this Chinese green. Add a bit of fluorescent something. Good. Maybe this light blue. Cool. All right. A little bit of fussing here. Lighten that up a little bit. Under here needs a little. Okay. Cool. Actually, this should come over like that. Oh, we just cut the barn. And then like that. Decisions like that, like without even thinking of chopping that off. Maybe a little white never works. It's like a useless color in Neocolors for me. I was gonna say I'm done, but is it ever really done? Add just a little like definition in the wood planks on the door. Not a lot, just a little. Maybe here where I have the orange, I'll just darken some areas with red just for fun. They do get darker as we go down, so that makes a lot of sense. Yellow here. Fill in just a little bit more. I'm just filling in a little bit more of the paper in the hay, but not like a crazy amount. And then just a touch more of this blue in like the little holes without turning the yellow green. Okay, good, good. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. That was an hour? Oh my goodness. All right. Let's peel. Hopefully not the paper. All right. So this is Helen McNichols, the Gleaner. Don't know what a gleaner means. Gotta get better tape. It's ripping the paper. Even though I de-stickied it. That's not so bad. There we go. And the original, well, scan or a photo of the original. The light on this is just crazy. It's very good light. I don't know if I quite caught it, but that's my little redraw. I'll just write what it is. And it is from 1908, and today is July 29th, 2023. All right. That was me talking why I'm choosing the colors that I'm choosing from my limited color palette when doing a master study redraw. I hope you learned a little something. If not, I hope you enjoyed watching my process and hearing kind of my thoughts as we go. Is it ever really done when there's an open sketchbook in front of you? Okay. Yes, so thank you so much for watching. If you want to see anything else about my process or want to hear me ramble my way through anything, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you very soon for my July art chat where I review all of the art that I made during the month of July. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.